Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 4 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we studied a female chart who got love come arranged marriage. We had a detailed discussion in the previous video with the help of the EPS tables. We studied the destiny and also timing of event through the key planets, and also important points. We found that the role of the key planets of the Dasa Lord, destiny into the Dasa Lord, and Dasa Lord into Bhukti. We had a detailed discussion. In this video, we are going to study the same chart with the help of the PILT table, how far these key planets are playing role in finding the destiny and also the timing of event. Now let us examine the chart. Example number 4, timing of marriage. Important points we are going to study in this video are role of key planets and more. We are going to study this example with the PILT table in this video. Now let us examine this PILT table of this example chart. This is the birth chart of the female native. Now let us examine the PILT page with the help of the PILT tool, how these key planets were useful in finding the destiny prospects and also the timing of event. Let me choose these EPS colors, the colors we have assigned in the EPS page while we are doing that EPS tables analysis in the previous video. Same colors we are going to follow. And let me choose the KP check all, and let me keep open that self-significators table. As I used to say that please keep this self-significators table always open so that we can check the signification of each planet, along with their colors. Now you can see sun planet is the only planet has got light red. All remaining are blue and 2 planets are in green. Now we are going to check the destiny planet. Destiny planet is 7th Lord Jupiter and 7th sublord also Jupiter. So same planet is both 7th Lord and 7th sublord Jupiter. So Jupiter star level, 2A level, sub level, all are blue color planet. It means all are favorable along with some weakness, not detrimental. That Jupiter has got the Saturn 563. So Saturn is the 563 is a good key planet. Jupiter is a good key planet. Saturn is another good key planet. And Jupiter is there in the ruler. Sorry, in the support to the Saturn. And Saturn is also there for Mercury, and Rahu represent Jupiter. So that Jupiter is forming a ruler link to the star level and last level, and Saturn is forming ruler link to the source and the 2A and the sub level. So that way Jupiter, the 7th sublord planet, is supportive for the marriage prospects. It is being supported by the star level and sub level, though they are not having the green color planets. And you can see the favorable key planets of the destinies, the Jupiter. Jupiter represents Rahu. So Rahu and Jupiter are the strong favorable key planets of the destiny. And in addition to that, Saturn. Saturn is the star lord. You can see, check the Saturn. Saturn is 563. It is good significator. Only 6 is weak, but 5 and 3 are good. And Mercury, that 2A level planet and sub-level planet, Mercury also good planet, 1, 5, 3, 7, 11, Kama Trikon. Only there is 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. And Ketu represented by Mercury is in the 12th house. That is the only weakness. So then when compared to the Saturn, Mercury has got some strength, but when compared to the in Saturn, it has got some weakness also, 4 and 10 and 12. So Mercury also supportive with some weakness, but Saturn is 563 is good significator except 6. And supported by the Jupiter. So Rahu, Jupiter, good, and Saturn is the important key planet, and then comes the Mercury. These are the favorable key planets which are of the destiny. So that we have to keep it in mind. Now let us check the Dasa Lord. The native, I said, actually, I mean, in the previous video, we had a detailed discussion that the native got married only in the Mars Dasa. But the Moon Dasa was running up to 29 years of age. But she got married only approximately about 31 years of age. Late marriage happened in the Mars Dasa. Up to 29 years, she did not get married. Why it is so? Let us check. We had a detailed discussion in the previous EPS tables analysis. Anyway, let us check how far it is also supportively indicated in the PILT table. Mars is good because Mars is 11 and 7. Star level Venus and 2 level is Sun. Sun is, is a mixed, is unfavorable key planet, obstacle causing key planet. Venus is 294426. This is also, it's also mixed one, and representing, in the sign of Saturn. Saturn is supportive because Saturn is the key planet of the destiny. And here also the same way that Mars is good, and star level and star level and 2 level both are same for Moon and Mars. So what is the difference? Force level is different and sub-level. Sub-level is Mars is good, but here Mercury, Sun are repeated again. So that star level planet for both the planets are the same. Source planet Mars is third lord occupying 7,159 and own sign, and also having connection to the support of the moon. So this is very strong, and moon in the sign of Mars, that is also favorable only. But not just because of that we can say it is better. What are the favorable key planets of the destiny planet? Importantly, Jupiter. Jupiter is the primary cuspal sublord planet, and also it is one of the key planet because it is playing role here, and also at the last level. So that Jupiter is one of the important key planet. That role is important. Here you can see Moon is not having Jupiter or Rahu in its rulers, and Mars is also not having Jupiter or Mars in rulers. Now, Jupiter or Rahu in its rulers. Mars is there. Here, Moon has got Mars. Mars itself is present. Mars is also one of the important key planets supporting to the Saturn. Saturn also present at all levels. Here, Saturn is present at the second level and star level and sub-level, but Saturn is not there in the moon, but Saturn is there on the source also. That is an additional point that Mars is getting the support of the Saturn, because Saturn is one of the important key planet of the destiny. But the role of Jupiter or Rahu is missing. So, you can see Mars star level, sub-level ruled by same planet. So, in that case, we have to check the sub-lord that we had a discussion in the previous video also. If you look at the sub-lord of that Mars, that is Jupiter. The sub-lord of this Ketu is, Moon is Ketu. Moon in the star of Venus, sublord is Mars in the star of Venus. So Venus is repeated 2 times, but not ruling the, 2 levels, primary levels by Venus, but still, for the comparison, we are taking that, sub-lord of the moon is Ketu. Here, sub-lord is Jupiter. That good key planet of the destiny is a free planet, so sub-lord, its role, it also will be strongly favorable. So Jupiter is there and the sub-lord, that is adding strength to the Mars, though favorable key planet of the destiny is present only in the Mars as a sub-lord, not in the moon. And in addition to that, that planet which are all there in supports of this planet Mars, Saturn, that Saturn is already influenced by the Jupiter that we already had a discussion. Jupiter is aspecting to Saturn. Saturn is aspecting to this, Venus planet, which is in the sign of Saturn. So that is an additional point. Saturn is aspected by Jupiter. That Saturn is aspecting to Venus, who is in the sign of Venus itself. Saturn itself. That way, this is called indirect supports, and Saturn is giving multiple supports because not only as the Rasi Lord, but also aspecting to the Venus. So that Jupiter and Saturn, which are the strong favorable key planets of the destiny, they are all playing role by way of one of the ruler and also in supports. So that way Mars is comparatively better than the moon, because the star level planet for both the planets are having weakness. So because of that, native got married only in Mars, not in the moon dasa, because the important key planet of the destiny, Jupiter or Rahu, is not playing role here in the moon, but it is playing role in the Mars as the sub-sublord. I think we're able to understand. So dasa lord is Mars. The native got married in Mars Mahadasa. In this Mars Mahadasa, which Bugdi the native would have got married? In the Mars Mahadasa, which are the favorable key planets which are supporting that Mars Dasa favorable for the marriage? As we said that Jupiter is important and Dasa Lord itself, Mars itself is important key planet. Both are free planets. So in that case, their role is limited. They can play only as the planet level or sub-level or sub-sublord, or they can play only in supports. Apart from that, other important planets influencing this Mars is Saturn. Then comes the moon. Moon is also there. But importantly, Saturn at all levels, and also Mars is the source planet itself, and also you can see Mercury also influencing. So Mercury also there. So out of these, Jupiter, Mars are stronger, then comes Saturn, Moon, and Mercury. They are all combinedly supporting, making that Dasa Lord is supportive for the marriage. The unfavorable key planet is this pink shade, Venus and light red Sun. They are the unfavorable or mixed key planet. So the Bugdi Lord should be free from this Venus or Sun in their rulers, but it should have the Jupiter or Mars, Saturn, Moon, Mercury in their rulers. But importantly, Jupiter role is most should be present, and Mars role also should be present. Let us check this Mars Dasa when started, 30 years started. So definitely already late. So let us check whether Mars Dasa, Mars Bugdi itself will favor for the marriage. No, its own Bugdi it is not possible because it is having weakness. Then let us check the Ragu Bugdi. The Ragu Bugdi has got Venus and the sublord and star lord of the sublord. So this is weak. Moreover, it is not having the Ragu present representing Jupiter. That's fine. Jupiter or Ragu is good. But Venus and Sun is not good at this sub-level. And Jupiter, that we already studied, the destiny planet, Jupiter is in the star of Saturn, Mercury, Rahu, so, and Mars also playing in support. This planet has got all the key planets which we are looking for. It is there in the rulers, and that absence of the Sun or Venus in their ruler. So Jupiter is good. Then let us check the other planets also. Saturn also good. Star level is Mercury. 2 level is Rahu. Sublord is Jupiter is good. And star lord of the sublord is Saturn. So the good key planet, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn are playing role, and Mercury also playing role. That is fine. So now we have to check whether which is better. So let us check one more planet, Mercury, because you can see Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury all are having the blue color, colored moderate key planet. So when same color is coming for given for many planets, then it will be very difficult to differentiate unless and otherwise we check the significations, right? So Mercury in the star of Rahu and the sub of Jupiter itself. So 12 level also Mercury. So Jupiter, Saturn is fine. And that Mercury Rahu also fine. But only thing is that role of Saturn is not there. Yes, only in supports and last level only is present. And Rahu, star level is Rahu. Compare these planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. Mercury is fine. Star level planet Rahu occupying 6th house and 5 and 11. So representing Jupiter, good, but Rahu occupying 6th house and 5 and 11 cuspal sublord. So occupant of the 6th house at the star level, it has got some weakness. So this has got some weakness at the star level, right? Here Mercury, Saturn in the star of Mercury. Mercury is good only, but Mercury also having some weakness of 4 and 10 and this sublevel. So that Mercury has got some weakness. Jupiter in the star of Saturn, that Saturn is fifth lord, sixth lord. Six is not good, but occupying third house, 5 and 3 are good. So this grouping is good, though it is 6, that is not being further supported. 5, 6 and 3 are favorable, that is further supported by the Mars and Jupiter. So Jupiter is comparatively better than the Saturn and Mercury because the Mercury's star lord Rahu has got some weakness. Mercury also having some weakness, and Saturn in the star of Mercury has got weakness. So both the star lord of the Mercury and Saturn are having some weakness, but both the sublords are good only. So that way, Jupiter is comparatively better than the Saturn and Mercury. So whenever we have such a doubt in using the, PILT table, that especially when same color is given to many planets, better to open that EPS table by double click on this planet and do the level-wise study. We would have already studied in the EPS table analysis in the previous video itself in detail. So I did not want to again repeat the same thing, but you can do that by double click on this table and check it. So Jupiter is better. So Mars Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi is good. Within the Jupiter Bugdi, the Antra Lord should have the key planet of Saturn, Mercury, Rahu, the same key planets. So both are having, but in that Saturn is better than the Mercury because that Saturn planet, star level planet, has got some weakness, but Mercury in the star of Rahu has got a sixth occupant, and Mercury also having 4 and 10, and star level having sixth house, it is having some weakness. So Saturn is the star lord of the Jupiter, that is important key planet of the Bugdi lord, that is playing role at the source, and star level planet Mercury also having that Saturn, so forming ruler link, and sublord also having the Saturn. So that way Saturn is giving its ruler link to all the levels. That is good. That is not the case for the Mercury. So Mars Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi, and Saturn Antra. So in this case, what you should understand that the role of the key planet of the Dasa Lord Mars and Jupiter, sub-lord Jupiter, and Saturn, importantly, it is supporting, making that planets are supportive for the marriage, and Mars. These are the important planets, and of course, Mercury also supportive. The Bugdila should have the important key planet, Jupiter, free planet, and strong favorable key planet. And Mars also definitely 3, 7, 1, 5, 9 is good. Being the free planet, and Jupiter also free planet, its role is limited. So look at the Jupiter itself is playing. Star Lord having Saturn, having got the moon, that key planet of the Destiny planet, and Saturn itself is a good key planet, and getting the support of the Jupiter by forming ruler link, and Saturn is passing ruler link to all the levels, and Mercury also playing role. So that star lord planet is supported to the Jupiter without any strong unfavorable, because Saturn is 5, 6, 3 only, and in the sign of Mars is a good key planet of the Dasa Lord, and Jupiter is forming ruler link to the star lord, and Saturn is forming ruler link to the star lord of the star lord and sublord, and last level is ruled by Jupiter, Ragu representing Jupiter. So Ragu has got sixth house, but only at the last level is not a problem. But whereas in the Mercury, Ragu is playing at the second level, star level, so that Mercury in the star of Ragu, and again Mercury is coming, so 4 and 10, 4 and 10 are repeated, 4, 10, 6, 4, 10 are repeated, and Saturn role is not strongly playing role. Because of that, Jupiter is better. After Jupiter, Saturn is better, because key planet of the Dasa Bugdi Lord Jupiter, and Saturn. Saturn is playing role, Jupiter is playing role here. Here Saturn role is not there directly, only at the last level. Here also there, but it is not in the source. And Saturn is forming ruler link to these levels, all having favorable supports. So that way, Mars Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi, Saturn Antra, the native got married. So with the help of the EPS table, we had a detailed discussion on the level-wise study that is always recommended because EPS table study is the foremost important thing. Once we have good knowledge or practice in the method of analysis with the help of the EPS table, then you please utilize this PILT table for your as additional supportive table. Okay. So then, but it will be more useful sorry, when you are using the PILT table, we can easily understand the rulers link and also the comparative study, we can easily do it. I think you are able to understand. And please repeatedly you do the same practice with your own software, then only it will give a lot of practice. So we will meet in the next video. Good luck.